After completing my Christmas wreath and getting that on my door this morning, I suddenly feel all Christmassy, and I now want to dive into some other DIY creations that I've been thinking about. This one is I want to create a Allium disco ball, for want of a better description. I have some enormous Allium seed heads. I can't remember which seed head that's from, but it's a gigantic variety as opposed to your common or garden purple sensation. So these are fantastic, and I just thought a few of these together could make quite a big circle of flower heads, and it'd look kind of cool hanging up in the ceiling. My main concern at this point in time is I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get them all in a position, shall we say. So the mechanics of how I'm going to do this is going to be interesting. At the moment, I'm veering towards a ball of chicken wire, so it's all scrunched up, and then obviously I don't want to see that, and they are quite airy, the heads, so although from a distance you probably wouldn't, but I don't know. But I want something that I can attach whatever I'm going to hang it by from, and I also have some, naturally, some lights that I want to attach in there as well. So I need some sort of structure, I think, to be able to add that level of detail. So this is what I'm starting with at the moment. Using the chicken wire on the Christmas wreath really helped make it easy to just position all of the greenery in it. So I'm hoping the same will be the same will happen with this, and it's not going to have to contend with a lot of weather, so it's just going to be hanging up in the house, so it shouldn't be too bad. What I'm also thinking of using is wrapping to provide a little bit more well, I'm going to say rigidity, but also make the hole smaller, so a bit more tighter when we're sticking the stems in. I'm going to wrap this rustic wire around it to A, make it firmer, and B, give it a bit more something. So this I think looks pretty similar to that, so if I can hide this with this and it provides extra help in disguising the ball, then we should be getting somewhere. So let's see if how this works first. Let me get on with that and I'll show you when I've finished. So I've created a ball with lights on it. Now I think I want more lights than just the one length, but I'm going to see how this works before I get it all entwined. I'm hoping that I can somehow add the extra light to the stems or to the flowers somehow, not quite sure yet. So I don't want to go too far and find it's not going to work. So that's where we are at the moment. Let's start sticking in some flowers. So we find the shortest one, which is that. I'm just going to add a few in, definitely ones that are a bit more worse for wear, and see where we end up. I'm hoping the more that we get in, the more stable they will become. That's the plan anyway. Well, I'm going to put some of these dodgy ones right in the centre to build up the innards of this, so it just makes it a little bit more solid and a little bit less air. So I'm kind of going to build up half of the structure, and then it gives me something to work on to put in some more lights. So maybe at this point I need to add in some more lights. So what I need is a hook to hang it from. So I've managed to find something to hang it from. It was easier to see what was going on. And now I've only got 3 of the bigger heads left. So, and they have all got no stems. So what I'm doing is wrapping a piece of wire around the head and then hoping to slot it in wherever the best position is. So I think I want to go in there with that one. Apologies now for whatever's happening on the video whilst this is wobbling about. So in my thinking, when I was making this, I honestly thought it would be 5 alliums, it'd be about the size that I wanted, and that would work. Turns out, I vastly underestimated it, and it's not going to work. So I'm deciding, as it's going to be upright, this top end will be flat and it'll all be from below. So it's going to be looked from a distance and from below. So hopefully this won't be too bad. So there looks to be a bit of a gap there, and there looks to be a bit of a gap there. I have a purple one there, so I am going to actually put this one over here. So this one's already got the wire on. That's that. That's there, so there's one more gap here. And that's got no wire in it. So literally I'm just trying to put it through and then create a bit of a knot, but keep all of the flower heads as open as possible so that it's got that dynamism. That's the right word. So let's just tighten it up, and then am I in the right position? Is this where I want it? Yeah, I think it is. So in here, and then I have some dodgy looking ones, the smaller variety, so I'm just going to slot those in. Right, I think that's it. it's kind of what I envisaged, kind of. But as it stands, I think that's looking good. And there we have it. Not quite as circular as I thought it was going to be, but nevertheless I think it could be quite spectacular once it's in position.